We're eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing off limits. We want you to know that whether you are called forward to the hot seat where we will dialogue with you personally, or whether you are sitting out there just having your vibrational moment, that you will hear, to the degree that you are in relationship to your vortex, everything that we know about that. This gathering has assembled before you dragged your physical bodies here, or before you logged in online. In other words, there are thousands of us participating here in physical form, and we cannot even begin to give you the number of non-physical energy that is participating with you here. We want you to know that this cooperative experience of co-creation at its best will reveal to you a number of things. First, it's going to show you firsthand your relationship with the vortex. You're going to have an experience sitting wherever you're sitting on the planet, where something that is important to you is going to be discussed in a way and in a fullness that you will understand it completely. And you got to know it's your manifestation. In other words, what's happening here in this gathering is your manifestation. It's not being orchestrated because we know stuff, we do, that we think you would like to know, we do. It's that you are summoning, and to the degree that you are in relationship with your vortex, you're going to receive clarity, full understanding of all kinds of wonderful things. And together it is our promise to you that we will take thought beyond that which it has been before, which is what is exhilarating to all of us. Over time, people have said to Jerry and Esther, oh, you need to get out there, you need to expand, you need to make this more available to more people. And they say, yeah. But what we really are interested in is a gathering like this, where people can participate from all around the planet, who can bring the clarity of what they want to know vibrationally to the forum. And we can together expand this understanding of deliberate creation, of living happily ever after, of joyous manifestation. So, what's up? What do you want to talk about? You have things. It's going to be a very good day. Relax, feel no frustration if we don't call you forward soon or ever. Know that it will unfold perfectly. Let's begin right here. So it is our desire, as we are moving through the hours that we are together today, to remind you that you have control of your emotions. Now, many would say, how? And many more would say, why? Why would I want to control my emotions? And we say because it's your in-the-moment life experience. We want to say, why would you not? Why would you not rather feel good than bad in any moment? And most of you would say, well, when you put it that way, of course we would rather feel good than bad. In fact, everything that anyone wants, no matter what it is, a material object, a pile of money, a relationship, an improved condition, everything that everyone wants is because they believe they would feel better in the having of it. No exception. So at very clear, deep levels, you understand that you want to feel good. You just don't yet know that you can always feel good. So we want to approach this emotion which is central to your moment-to-moment life. We want to approach it from a new framework today. Many times you come to these gatherings because you do want to gain control over your life experience. And if you've been listening to us for a while, you've been hearing us say, might want to give that control up. Because the control that most humans are trying to affect is control of conditions. If I could just control that condition, then when I look at it, I would have a good feeling, knee-jerk response to it. Because good conditions evoke good feelings from me, while bad conditions evoke bad feelings from me. So most humans are really going about it the hard way, the impossible way, trying to control conditions. We want you to realize that since everything that you want is because you would think you will feel better in the having of it, we want you to realize with us here today that the primary manifestation that you are looking for, moment by moment by moment, what you're really trying to create, is an emotion right now that feels good. That's why you want to go to a movie that moves you, or to a movie that thrills you, or to a sporting event that makes you feel good. That's why you want to hang out with friends that are uplifting. It's why you want to go places that are inspiring. It's why you want to go on a vacation. It's why you want that new house. It's why you want to drive that car. In other words, you want those experiences because you want to feel good, and you believe that some of those experiences, if you are able to create them and control them, will cause you to feel good. And we don't disagree with any of that. We know that there are many wonderful feeling experiences that you are seeking because you want to feel good. We just want, by the time that you are leaving this room today, to have convinced you that the primary manifestation that you are looking for, and we are using this word specifically and powerfully, we want you to accept with us that the primary manifestation that you're looking for is the manifestation of feeling good. It's the emotional manifestation. And if we can convince you of that, we know that you get it conceptually. But if we can convince you of that, and then further, if we can convince you, and we are really in the convincing mood, so come along with us. If we can convince you that not only is the manifestation of emotion the manifestation that you're really looking for, but that it is something that you can control. You can control your mood manifestation. You can control your attitude manifestation. You just got to understand how it works. And you got to care enough about how you feel to be willing to direct your thoughts in places that do cause the manifestation that feels good, and then you've got it. Once you figure this out, once you accept that the way you feel is in your control, and is, after all, what you have been here in the process of creating all along, then as you begin to deliberately direct your thoughts and discover the delicious alignment that is possible at all times, now you find what you all have been looking for. That absolute freedom. Freedom from bondage, freedom from fear, freedom from poverty, freedom from sickness, freedom from all those things that you've wanted freedom from. You find it when all along what it has been is freedom from resistance over which you have complete and utter and absolute control. Really you do, really you do, really you do, really you do. We told you we're in the convincing mode. Really you do, really you do, really you do. So as we visit with you, we have only one intention really, and that is to help you to allow yourself to be all that you really are, because we know that there isn't anything that will bog you down. There isn't anything that will bum you out. There isn't anything that will break your heart. There isn't anything that will disappoint you. There isn't anything that will hurt you in any other way. There is nothing. There is no assertion of anything unwanted. The only thing that ever could cause pain to you is you not allowing you to be you. That's all. That's all it is. So when you get that and you recognize that moment by moment you're having emotional guidance that lets you know, hey, I'm me. You know how I know I'm me? I'm frisky. I feel fabulous. I'm clear-minded. I'm flexible. I feel good about life. I want to romp. I want to skip. I want to sing. And so everything that we talk about is about you being consciously aware of this possible gap and then deliberately doing something about closing it by reaching for the thoughts that feel better, by reaching for the thoughts that allow you to be all that life has caused you to become. Sometimes as we visit with our physical friends, and you are a group who could very well be completely accepted from this because you seem to know who you are. But often our physical friends are so focused upon the manifestation of what is, that they let all of their emotional response be to what is manifested. And we want to constantly remind them that what's manifested is old news. That where it's really at is in this vortex. Where it's really at is it's in this energy that's moved forward. Where it's really at and where your joy really is in the getting up to speed with all that you have become. Now, we don't want to give you any misunderstanding. You can never really get completely up to speed with everything that you are because you are continually expanding. The contrast that you're living is causing you to continue to ask, and because you continue to ask, the larger part of you continues to become, and that larger part of you continues continues to call you home to who you are. And you can tell by the way you feel whether you're going or not. Now, we want to say to you, you're going. You're going. The question is, are you going willingly? Because when you have your death experience, you will go. In other words, this vortex will have its way with you. You will become the whole of all that you are. We just don't think you should have to croak to come into alignment with who you are. We think that you have the ability to feel your way there. We think you can love your way into alignment. We think you can praise your way into alignment. We think you can compliment your way into alignment. We think you can dance your way into alignment. We think you can love your way into alignment. And we know, and you know too, we've never seen anyone motivate themselves into the vortex. Because the vortex is who you really are, and it's always summoning you. It's the inspiration that takes you in. So if someone is standing outside the vortex, criticizing you for something, trying to motivate you, it's sort of like standing outside trying to kick you in. And we say, you really don't need anyone to help you into your vortex, because you have the energy that creates worlds in there summoning you. You have the source within you in there summoning you. You have all that you have become in there summoning you. You just got to know that this state of being exists. And you just got to know that how you feel is your indicator of whether you're aligned with who you are or not. And then do whatever it takes moment by moment to do it. We have some manifestation cards. This particular one is health and the law of attraction. These are money and the law of attraction. These are the best manifestation cards that have ever been put together on the face of the earth. We wrote them. So let's say that you're having a hard time financially, or there is something not going right in your life. And in this case, let's say it's finances. And so you've heard about these wonderful cards, and you've heard about affirmation. And so you say, I'm going to do something about shifting my energy. I'm going to do something about improving my point of attraction relative to money. I'm going to study these cards. And life has been hard for me, you say, and I don't have enough money, and this is going to help. I know it is. And so you take the cards and you begin. You say, I do not need to have money to attract money. That's fortunate. I have control over the thoughts I think. Sure, I do. My financial success does not require hard work. I'm going to mail this to my employer. There is no shortage of money or time. Who writes this stuff? The law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. That sucks. So the point that we're making is that when you are outside the vortex, when you're outside what you want, when you're not feeling good, when you're not tuned in, tapped in, turned on, when you are focused upon something that is going wrong and you decide, I will affirm, I will speak the positive words, we want you to understand that what you really do is you just dig in your heels and amplify the energy right where you are. It's sort of, have you ever had an argument with someone or a disagreement where you're sure that they're wrong and they're sure that you're wrong, and you're just sort of nose to nose, both speaking what you know is the right thing and neither one hearing the other one at all, and both of you digging in deeper and being sure about the rightness of your position? Well, you do that with yourself when you try too hard, when you effort, when you try to motivate yourself from outside the vortex. So what we're saying to you is, this business of creating, it's not about action, it's not about words, it's about vibrational alignment. It's about allowing yourself to become a vibrational match to who you really are. When you affirm from outside the vortex, when you effort, when you struggle, when you try, all that happens is you amplify the vibration of resistance that you've already got going on. And you make yourself unavailable to the vortex that really wants you, the vortex who is calling you. We have enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey. It's very